Okay, we're going to do a brief video tutorial here on how to add an article to your website, optimize the article, and if it isn't already linked into a menu item through a blog or mosaic layout, how to actually add a menu link to that item. And we're going to use an existing site we have open here for a client. You simply log into the administration area, and once you've logged in, you'll be presented with the control panel. Now, you should at this point see the K2 manager. K2 is the content manager within Joomla, the content management system. And this will already have been configured for you. It will have articles, etc. But we're going to add a new one today. So we'll just go to items. There's another way of navigating to this by just going to items K2 or components, K2 and items. Either of those methods will get you to this page, and we're going to write a new blog article, and I've got the content open in another window. I'm going to give it the title Massage in Tenerife and select a category. We'll put it into the blog, and you'll see here I've got a standard editor loaded. Typically I don't use this editor. I will use a different editor, but for these purposes we're going to use this editor so that it's similar to what you would see when you're editing items. There's also been a recent update to the editor, so I'll show you that in a moment. So first thing is I'm going to do is copy the content, just the first few paragraphs, and then paste that directly in here. There we go, insert. Now the problem is this may have come from an editor like Microsoft Word or something like that, and it may have changed the formatting of this font. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's changed the formatting of the font. So what I'm going to do is just highlight that content there and click code, and you'll see here it's saying style, margin, etc, 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 and eventually we get to the content. Now that's not a big deal, it's only one line of code, but you can imagine if you're pasting in a long article, code's going to get pretty long, and it also means you have no control over what the content looks like when it's finally delivered into the website. So I'm going to show you another method now. Go back to the editor, Control Z to undo everything that I've just done. I'm going to take the content out of Microsoft Word or whichever editor I'm using, open up Notepad, which is just plain basic Notepad, and then just copy and paste the article straight in there. So you'll see there it's just in normal text. So then I'm going to copy that format. Let's wrap the word so we can see everything. There we go. Copy that and then paste it straight in there. Now it's pasted in plain text, but there's still a little bit of space here. Watch, I'll show you the code. So you see there it's got a paragraph and then a break, and then paragraph and then a break again. I only picked up on that because I'm spending all my time editing code. So just bring those up a little bit. Let's see what it looks like now. That's a lot neater. See, we've got the paragraph tags nice and neat, and then the closing paragraph tags at the end. That's lovely. That's what we want. I'm just going to put a bit of space between those, make them even easier to read. Go back to the editor. So now it looks a lot cleaner, but this needs to be a heading. So I'm just going to highlight it there and change the style from paragraph to heading 2. Never make it a heading 1, because this item here, the title, is automatically converted to a H1 tag. Every web page needs a H1 tag, and it should only ever have 1. Okay, so I've got that now. Before I go any further, I'm just going to hit save. And we've got an image here on the desktop, which I'm going to add as well. Well, actually, I think it's in the customers folder. So let's go to image, go to the project folder, and there's the image. There we go. Save. Now if I preview the website now, move you over there. This article was posted into the blog. So if I go to the blog, it should be there. And there we have it, right at the top of the blog. Okay, click read more just to see what it looks like full screen. Make sure the formatting's okay. And that looks okay to me. Okay, let's go back to the item now. So we need to add some more content to this. So let's imagine that item's been done, and a week or a month later we want to add something to it, 'cause it's always nice to keep content up to date. So we go back into the item, and I've got some more content to add here. I'm just going to copy that, and I go back to Notepad, select everything, delete, and then paste the new content in there. So I'm happy that layout's okay. Just need to remove any extra spaces between the paragraphs. Okay, copy that again. Go back into my content here. Okay. Now I know that that is a header from the content that the client gave me. So I scroll down again. Remember, we select heading 2, not heading 1. And there should be another one there. There we go. So again, heading 2, not heading 1. And I think that's it. Now, me being a stickler for coding, I'm going to go back to the code view. Have a look at that. I don't see any breaks, I don't see any additional formatting, so I'm a happy bunny. So click save and close. Go back to the website, and you'll notice there's only 3 paragraphs there now. So let's refresh that page. And it should come up with, it won't come up with the extra content because we're caching, so we have to go into the back end, click system, clear cache, clear the cache, and then refresh. Okay, so that's done. We've got that additional content in there as well. And that's all well and good. You know, the content's nice, it's got the content there, it's got the keywords at the top there. But we haven't covered optimization, so we're going to do that now. So we'll go back into the item. And optimization covers a lot more than just metadata. The basic structure of the website needs optimizing. As does the URL and various other things. So before I open this item to edit, I'm just going to show you something. The title of the article is Massage in Tenerife. So you would imagine that it's about massage in Tenerife. The URL, as you'll see, mentions the keywords as well, massage in Tenerife. And they are as close to the domain name as possible. We only have blog in front. There's also services, so we could actually optimize and make services massage in Tenerife. We have sports massage, we have various other products and services here. We could actually add one there. So if we click sports massage, you'll notice the URL is now services sports massage. But because we're talking generally about massage, generally about the service, this is now a blog item. So we're going to optimize the article itself. And I'm going to take these words here and I'm going to put those into the metadata. So the keywords, massage in Tenerife. And I'm going to take some content out of the page here to put in the description. The key thing is that it contains these keywords, massage in Tenerife, within the content. Paste that there. Okay, that's okay now. I'm going to save and close that. Again, clear cache so that it updates. Delete all. And refresh. Okay. So that's now updated. It's optimized. We just need to publish it through Facebook, Google, Twitter, whichever networks we're using. There is actually another tool that I use to measure the effectiveness of my optimization. I could probably mention 10, 20 different tools available, but at a basic level, this is one of the tools that we use. So I'm just going to bring this browser in here. This is in Firefox, and the extension is called SEO Quake. I'm just going to turn it on and say I want to check density. And the density I want to check is a three-word phrase, massage in Tenerife. So go down to 3-word, massage in Tenerife. That is mentioned in the title, the description, the keywords, and the H1 tag. The H1 tag is this here that's visible. So if we go back to SEO Quake's analysis, we'll see here we've got the title, we've got the description, we've got the keywords, and of course the H1 tag. It's telling us that there are 5 repeats of that phrase, which may seem too much, but the density is only 1.4%. The target density is around 2 to 3%. You can go for a lower density if it's a niche service, if there's not many people doing it. You could go for a higher density if you want to push the content further up the rankings in Google. However, when you do that, you have to be conscious of the fact that the content has to be human readable. So if you were to put we provide massage in Tenerife, etc., etc., massage in Tenerife services available, etc., etc., and every few words you mention massage in Tenerife, it would just become ridiculous to read. So it has to have a good, how can we put this, be easy on the eye, easy to read. You can use online editors like the Hemingway editor, etc., but that then makes it really difficult to get your message across in the way that you want, but it does make content that is really, really easy on the eye and easy to read. So at a basic level, what we have done is created the content. We've added that content to a standard blog area, and we've optimized that content. The only other thing really is if we want to link directly to that item. So let's go back to the editor here, click save and close. I'm only going to do this as an example because in this case it's a blog item. So I'm going to copy the title and I'm going to go to the menu, say the main menu, and I'm going to add a new menu item. And I'm going to say I want this menu item to be about massage in Tenerife. So I'll just type in the title there, well, paste it in, select the kind of item I want to link to, and I want to link to a K2 item. And I haven't finished yet, I have to select the item. So if I go back in and say, yep, that's the item I want to link to. Now this is in the main menu, which is here at the top. It's going to look silly when I've done it, but it's an example of how we can do this. We could just as easily put it in the bottom menu down here. We could create a new menu and have that displayed at the side here along with the review links, etc. So we have a link directly from the home page, but the higher up the page that link is, the better it is. So now I'm going to click save and close and clear the cache again just to be on the safe side, delete all, then refresh the page. And you'll see now that we have an item on the menu, massage in Tenerife. Now look at what happens to the URL when I click this. Blog is now missing and it goes straight to Massage in Tenerife. So of course that will be more noticeable in the SERPs. However, we'd have to remove the blog item because otherwise we end up with duplicate content. We have one item in the blog for Massage in Tenerife and one item on the menu. So we have to be careful about that. We can't have duplicate content on the website. So I'm going to go back to menus, main menu, and I'm not going to delete this when I find it. I'm just going to unpublish it. So when I refresh the website now, it's gone. And that's it. That's basically how to add an item to your website, how to optimize that item. And then of course, if you want to post that to social, you just copy the URL and then put that into your Facebook post. Alternatively, if you're in the blog and reading the item, which is something I tend to do for my own website, I just go down here and I click like. Google Plus if I want to share it through to Google Plus. So for example, I'm going to share this now and it pulls up the image, it pulls up the meta description, the title, and then I'm just going to use some hashtags because my Google Plus account pushes to Twitter and Facebook. So if anybody's on Twitter looking for the hashtags massage or Tenerife, this will come up. And that's that done. That will now go to Facebook, Twitter and my Google Plus account. Okay, I hope that was of some use to you. If there's anything else you need, just get in touch and happy blogging. Bye bye.